In for Brian Roberts. Now here's Walker. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. And Walker kicks to Williams. Powered down after the assist led him into the lane.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Miami with the ball after the basket by Charlotte. There's the screen. Dang with the screen for Wade. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul.
And over the course of last season, and really the last decade, we have seen three-point shooting on the rise. Teams have been making the most of the efficiency of that shot, and it's a big part of successful offenses in the modern NBA.
And he gets it to go. Hornets leading by 20. And here's Walker. To the paint, here's Jefferson, and it's sent back by Bosch. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Wade. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Here's Lin. And it's Miami with the rebound. Wade with no one around. Another miss by Wade. Hornets have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Lin with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Williams, a screen on Dragic. To the middle. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Lin. Lin's got his 8th assist here tonight.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Timeout called, the Heat. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He's been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
Walker's shot is off.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempt.
And talking about Lin last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective, and I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it.
And, you know, getting back... to Lin, he was actually pretty strong starting out the season. In November, he made 48% of his shots, 37% from downtown. But in April, he only hit 24% from the field and was eventually shut down for the year. We've watched Jefferson play great basketball. He's got 10 rebounds, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Winslow. And then for Charlotte, Hansbrough's checked in for Williams. Lamb comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Kemba Walker. And the second free throw, good.
Well, so far he hasn't been able to get to the line like he did in the first. The defense is playing him a little bit smarter, backing off of him a bit and defending without fouling.
Now here's Dragic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And guys, every season there seems to be a player who is at the end of their contract. They'll have talent and they'll be traded to a team looking for an extra piece. It's the ultimate risk-reward move, if you will, in the NBA.
Kaminsky is checked in for Charlotte. He doesn't get the second one. And trading assets for a player that can walk at the end of the year is the big risk GM's taken. Last season, Clark, it happened with the Rondo trade.
And to a lesser extent, the whole Kevin Love deal made prior to the season would fit into that category as well.
Down to 5 on the shot clock, and that one's good. 6 points for Lamb.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Now here's Lynn. 1:25 left here in the fourth quarter. He kicks it to Kaminsky. The feed now to Roberts. Charlotte moving it around. Lynn adds a two-pointer. In transition, here comes Miami. Bosh leading the charge.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Williams. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Chris Anderson is checked in for Bosh. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. Here's Roberts, the tray, and it's the Hornets another three.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Now here's Winslow, and that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lynn with it. Kicks to Kaminsky. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Well, his ability to get into the paint, get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
the city.